Thanks for the tip.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. And besides, I have news. And every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
The damn Venatori up to no good again?
What else? The cult lost people in Alathan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
Just tell me how I stop them. What are they planning?
That's the problem. I don't know. But we'll find out. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now. How well do you know Maevaris?
By reputation, she's been a prominent politician for a long time, and a hero to boot. We don't work together much, but from what I've seen, she's earned the good name.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long. There's Dorian.
There's Lenos' associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos' plan.
Half-eaten stale bread, water flask, muddy socks, and this map. Minrathous targets. That doesn't sound good. The bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain. Mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while. Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city.
You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
We're not alone.
Take it to him! More blood for the dogs!
This is never you!
Get ready! He's fighting!
We're on fire. Look out!
You got them!
Connie, lose your
Blood for the dogs!
Company's ready. We've got company.
Not quite yet! There!
Got company.
Something tore through these gates. Something big. Watch out! I bet this dark spawn was what tore through the gates.
I'm ready. And Rook, take that.
More blight in the way. That did it. We can get through now.
Think there's enough of them? Orders from a distance.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
At least a dozen people have been lost trying to map this place. Thought I'd mention that.
Still blocked. There's another boil somewhere. Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Shadow dragons? How did you fight this thing? Venatori, for me! Do you think you've won? Do you think you can stop the Venatori? Or the risen gods?
I won't give up the city to them. Or to you.
The Shadow dragons have brought nothing but chaos to the city!
At least we're not trying to blight it.
One less corrupt Templar in Minrathous.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around, see what we find. The Risen God's ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatori are preparing for. Lanos' documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do to Tevinter. These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
So that's the play. A ritual performed under an eclipse to strengthen its power.
All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
Let's head back to the Shadow Drift. Dragons.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on, now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means? This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You on the throne? Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
Changing Tevinter, helping people. If we can get something good out of all this, I'm for it.
You've given us an opening, Rook, and believe me, we shall seize upon it.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people. I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten the Lucerni? I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react. A more forceful approach. Destroy them and their networks utterly.
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No. We have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're shadow dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, you have been instrumental in all this. Which strategy do you prefer?
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery. Abhorrent. It needs to go no more.
And Tevinter has been ruled by the Altus Mages for all of its history. That must change. The Zoparati, non-mages, deserve a say in their own governance.
And all that's just the beginning of what will undoubtedly be a long journey.
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on the same side. We both know what Tevinter needs. How best to get it, that's the question.
If we went with Dorian's plan, I'd support it fully. But we won't, because he'll come around and realize that I'm right.
And I'd absolutely back you up on that, if you were right, which you aren't.
We'll see.
Will we?
You want me to choose who will be Archon? But I'm not even from here. I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. See what they say. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right. I'll go do that.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
The city will be better off with them gone.
We can hope.
Lenos made my life miserable. Rana's too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe he once cared about something other than gold. But I didn't know that, Lenos. And I'm not going to mourn the one I did. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down. And delivering it to us all neat.
Dorian and Maevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
I just don't know enough about Tevinter to know what's best for its people.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Maevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Maevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
And whoever leads will have the Shadow Dragon's support, right?
Count on it.
We'll keep fighting. For Dorian. Or for Maevaris.
What else is there to do in this town, anyway? It rains all the damn time.
So, what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. I'd call that a good day.
I meant about Maevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
This is your city. Don't you think you should have a say?
Maevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But if you're asking me, I'd go with Maevaris. She'll inspire people, show them that the Magisterium can be better than it is. Right now, after the gods and everything else, that's what this city needs. What we all need.
Thanks, Nev. That helps.
That's what I'm here for.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Maevaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
Maevaris should lead.
I will not squander the opportunity. That is my promise to you all.
And May will have my full support, of course. For when enemies get in our way.
They will. It is Tevinter, after all.
The risen gods are still causing chaos. The people will need your voice to keep them fighting.
Oh, they will fight. This city has strength enough to stand against any so-called gods. We will win the day, and after that, we will win a brighter Tevinter for all of us.
So I'm supposed to just accept that they're better because of an accident, huh?
So you came in one morning and her desk was just...
Empty. She was always secretive about what she was working on. Now...
Is that a candle pop? Must be the haunting.
Candle hops are cuter when they're small, and not... trying to kill us.
Candlehop enchantments give them the lay of the city. If the spirit picked those up, made it easy to skulk around.
Congratulations are in order. There are no more hauntings of this magnitude to be dealt with.
You have done well.
Allow us to present you with a final token of our appreciation. I've heard another landscape has been added to your collection.
It grows.
My family isn't Altus either. You can find success in Minrathous, even if you're not from one of the old families. Sometimes all you need to do is just act like you're a high blood. People tend to be trusted.
But I shouldn't have to act like something I'm not just to get ahead.
Everyone attack! Move!
Nearby.
I'm ready. Let's go.
I call that a win. This job ain't working.
In the distance.
I wasn't near enough.
We're proving them losers!
Protect the shipment.
We don't have to...
Ready again.
Now Venatori, what's going on?
Fire! Nice one!
The gods feed me.
Whatever you say.
That's interesting. Wasn't expecting the Venatori to show up.
They were worried about some shipments?
Let's look around. I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Thank the Maker. Did you find the others?
What others?
Those mercenaries have abducted people from around Dogtown, then sold them to the Venatori. I heard them talk about a warehouse. They could be holding them there.
We'll look into it. The warehouse where we found the Darkspawn isn't far from here. I thought the Shadow Dragons were keeping an eye on it, but let's check just to be safe. Let's look around, see what we find. Well, that's not good. Sounds like blood magic. Trafficking in people. Vile. We need to stop this. Low tide beach. Let's go.
You'll leave Dogtown to us.
We won't let you terrorize these people.
We're on fire.
Got things ready?
Got him in position.
Nice move, Brooke.
It's these Venatori down.
The Venatori are bullies and worse.
The more scattered we make the cult, the better for Dogtown.
We'll get you out of there. Hang on. You all right?
No, but I'm alive and grateful. They were going to take me somewhere. They talked about rituals and risen gods.
You don't have to worry about that anymore. You have somewhere to go. Someplace you'll be safe.
I don't know the city.
Go to the docks. Ask for directions to the pawn shop. When you get there, tell them Gallus sent you.
Strength earns mastery. Okay, let's run some more practice.
Hey, Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
It's still spreading and it's still killing people. Seems our job is the same.
At least the part that matters.
So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean... Everything that calls the blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Antoine, you hear whispers in the blight, more than me and Evka. Are you?
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
This is bad. I haven't heard anything. And you two, you're sure you're fine?
We're fine. It's not... We're fine. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere. And spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
I'll make sure the whole thing burns.
Good.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
Get ready! Gotta move!
Watch your right! My job's done. Your turn.
There's something in here. It's not good.
You're the hero. You say when we're getting close and we'll back you up.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier. We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
While fighting off Darkspawn.
Rook gets that one.
Ready to go again.
Alright. Better move before more Darkspawn show up.
Well, that's done.
The ledge. Vantage point for taking out the tendrils.
A ballista!
Well, that could be handy.
We're through.
And something awful is waiting past the gate. Here goes nothing.
What is it? Is that the Blight eruption?
Then heedeth.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out. I can hear that eruption. Spreading blight. We need to stop this.
Look, are you alright?
The eruption is like an echo in my head.
We're gonna make it. Together.
The Blight! Keep going!
You can do this.
This is it. Let's get that eruption. We strike and the whole thing goes up. All right. Time to destroy this thing. The Blight eruption was...
Ugh. So creepy.
Is what Antoine's been hearing. It was spreading blight through the wetlands. Further, maybe. When we hit it.
If it's all knotted together, they must have felt it in Lavendel.
You really don't want to fight that? Still. Okay.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you.
Ah, Rook, hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
I've never seen blight like that. And it felt different, like something under my skin.
Then you sense it too? So much has changed.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Look at you. Out here with the flowers and a moment alone. That I walked into the middle of.
You're fine.
Yes, please. Enjoy the flowers.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Efka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
I'm a Grey Warden. Whatever comes at us next, that's not changing.
Didn't think so.
We continue together.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They really can. And they're beautiful.
I think so.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back...
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But these flowers, they made it back.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight. It's possible.
There were flowers at Lucanus's villa. He might appreciate these. I could always give him the tour. Company, get ready.
Tougher than expected.
Don't follow up.
Got it covered.
Fast.
Ready again.
Don't get broke.
Coming at range.
Something's ready.
Don't just stand there.
Good one,
Ready again.
Got us at a distance. Now it's yours.
Your turn.
How's that?
Even no one hit him. Got it. Better be ready. Here we go. South, power. Now, we always get the job done.
Get clear. I'm ready.
They're behind you. I'm good.
I've got the setup to do the rest.
I'm not letting you go, Rook.
Would you look at Rook?
Good to go.
Now it's your turn. Got us from a distance. Just need a breath.
They're at risk. Watch the left.
Not too bad. Set up to do the rest. Let's do this again. That's got it.
The fury of Shark's Mouth. No longer furious.
Rest easy, fellow wardens. Your fight is over.
got it. Leave it to me. Of course.
We'll see who ends this.
That one!
Under fire! Watch it!
Ranged incoming!
Got us at range. Watch it!
Oh, good. Ranged attackers!
Ready. Got us at range. Got us at range. Watch it.
stopped the Auton. Took down their comic maker. He did your job for you. He's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. Where was Rook when the dragon attacked our city?
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from taking over.
Jacobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
Both are important. Strong with the crows, strong against the gods.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
People in this city continue to sicken and die. Do you not have other more pressing matters to attend to?
So where are we meeting?
Near the field hospital, where the market used to be.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
What about the human help the Antam was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the Antam, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the Blight. With luck, this informant is our key to that. Find them, Rook. Hear what they have to say. Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
They said you'd know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there. Don't damage anything.
Okay. Iago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I
presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation. But not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The Jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Everyone loves Treviso. Doesn't mean you get to conquer it.
That explains why the streets crawl with undeserving cattle. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You knew I was coming. Cut to the chase and tell me where the gods want their ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the light. Finish them off. We need to go after the Butcher. So the Butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
So they don't know. Or it's easier to play along.
Save it to keep your head down, I guess.
Gods gnaw at my mind. I see what you need. You deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
My city. My Treviso. Do not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver and fighting his own Antom.
How are we gonna get information about the gods from that?
We have to hope he's still in there.
Trouble scouted.
see the ritual. Match me, find me, in this city. This is the power the gods give.
Butcher, where is the ritual?
So beautiful, but not like Treviso. I'm an asshole. You said sure.
There's nothing left of him.
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
Time to finish this!
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
At least the Butcher wasn't lying.
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
The Butcher did warn us about a traitor. Didn't get a chance to name them, though. Thanks for confirming that for us, Evenchi.
Given how much that man talked, I'm shocked he actually kept his mouth shut.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what I did to help this city, to save it. To keep my people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antam. And you let us suffer and sicken in favor of Minrathous. I gave up the crows, you gave up the whole city. Treviso is dying, Rook, and its killer wears your face.
You weakened Treviso long before that blighted dragon attacked, Governor. What if Treviso's people could have fought back? Could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Antam kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook. You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elgernon and Gillinane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what? A city that is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Whatever the Antam are looking for, Eventually's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antam fear it. The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Something always bothered me about Evenchi.
Many things bothered me about Evenchi, yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, So we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
Eventually keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
We'll stop Evenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Evenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillanane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the governor.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
Have you heard about these shadowed dragons? Siege of Siconia, back on stage. Where to see her?
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies? Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Your heart. He meant that much.
Yes, he did. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Did he try to get you to come with him on his quest to tear down the Veil?
No. In fact, he forbade me to join him. He said he didn't want me to see what he would become. But that wasn't quite the truth. He's a terrible liar.
He's the god of lies, Inquisitor.
Tricks and treachery, yes. Lies of the heart? No. He forbade me to join him because I might have changed his mind. And then he left enough clues for us to follow anyway.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
One thing I've learned in this job is that the people I need the most are people who can tell me when I'm wrong.
We all need that sometimes.
It sounds like that's what you were for Solus. If the two of you were better people together, and you were happy too...
I was.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Harding.
What? Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Of course she does.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
It worked. The crows have harried the Antam, and Evenchi is revealed. But I did not think this is what they planned.
It is bold, and it will doom us all. Rook, good. We have discovered what Evenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Evenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Evenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Evenchi planning to poison with the Kamek? Aside from the crows.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Evenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the Kamek will spread to the rest of the city as well.
We know about it, and we'll stop it.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight... The governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Evenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Evenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Do you think Evenchi would target the field hospital?
I would not put anything past them now.
There's the garrison. Onto the garrison and the governor. That courtyard looks empty.
Thought we'd see Antom. Where are the guards?
Eventually must be further in. We clear the garrison this time. Eventually's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
I'm there!
Look! Intruders! Got them down! We can escape across the roof!
Courtyard's full of darkspawn.
That explains why Eventually's Anton were trying to run.
Look out!
Nice move, bro.
Ready again!
And she's blighted. Wait! Jacobus? Okay, now for Eventually.
I will see you dead if it's the last thing I do before the blight takes me!
There's strange aura in the air. Something's wrong.
Wait, are these Anton real?
I see the comic is working!
Behind you, look out! Rook takes that.
damned darkspawn at the gates hadn't scratched me, blighted me, if you hadn't interfered.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
Neither will my death. My comet could have helped stabilize the city. But it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
We just stopped the governor from poisoning people. That's a start.
I did it to protect the city!
You did it because you wanted it for yourself. You say you did all this for Treviso eventually, to protect it. But you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in time...
None of that. It is time to celebrate a victory.
Rook! I should have wine. We should toast you.
Evenchi is dead. The comic is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Antam remain, though with Evenchi gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
Treviso would have fallen long ago if it really didn't have a chance.
I'm not so sure. A city is only as healthy as those who care for it.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Antam and the Blight.
Abundance.
Up for a trip to the Cobbled Swan?
Why? What's happening?
Nothing that I know of. With Aelia taken care of, I thought we'd check in. Maybe enjoy the Swan for once?
Lucanus?
He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally, I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
What was it Nev said? That killing the demon in the Fade could do it?
Could. She says there are no guarantees. Besides, our circumstances are unique.
Because you and Spite were forced together.
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
And what about the other person in this equation? How does he feel about this?
He dreams of freedom. I've shared those dreams. He never chose this, Rook. Something must change.
You sound like you've still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
If it came to that, you could handle him. Or are you worried you wouldn't be able to put him down?
I worry that I'd miss him.
If Spite gets his freedom, it's his choice what to do with it. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.
thought the cart was done when the Venatori grabbed me. You did a good job polishing her up.
I was happy to help. Besides, Nev might starve without your cart.
Yeah, well, free fish next time. You too, Gallus.
Sure, Hal. Rana, I've got someone for you to meet.
Right. I'm almost finished here.
Good reading? And here I thought you'd be working our cases.
I got a tip on a red lyrium smuggler who leaves coded messages in the paper. I placed a coded ad pretending to be a buyer. If the smuggler took the bait, I'll know where he's trading the goods.
Anything I can do to help?
Cooperative. Are you sure you're Nev's friend?
All right. What are we after?
We're looking for the phrase Virantium brandy.
Got it.
Hold on. What's this? Nev, Gallus, and Rana Savas, investigators.
Right. That. I may have paid for another small advertisement.
You what?
If we want to help people, they need an easier way to find us. It's approachable.
I regret this already.
Docktown couldn't ask for better protectors.
Oh, it could, but we're all right.
There. Virantium brandy. I know where to stop the red lyrium deal. This one, anyway.
Good catch. You might work out after all. Still, I'd prefer you have backup when you need it. And if I'm not around... Rana, meet the Viper. I put in a word for you.
The Viper? You're real? Wait, a word? For what?
Come. It's time you met the Shadow Dragons.
Are you Nev Gallus?
How did you...
I saw your advertisement. I need your help.
Then you're in the right place.
Look at you. Docktown's hero.
Isn't that wholesome? I blame you. Have a seat. I'm guessing you've got a story. Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Antom Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
A dozen ships, a dozen fleets. Would that really change the odds against Elganon and Gillenane? By all rights, we should already be counted out of this fight. But look at us. We've made it this far. No one quits.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
Let's make sure there's too many distractions for them to spot us.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, Veil Jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
You've helped our allies, Rook. They're ready to return the favor.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antom? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, are we there yet?
We are ready as we'll ever be.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
For something like this, we'll need everyone we know. Would Morrigan help? Could Morrigan help?
The world's ending. That's when Morrigan does her best work.
Great. Tell Morrigan the plan. See if the Inquisitor's willing to help us. I know she's busy leading the fight in the south, but she knows this blight won't end until the gods are dead. I hear that we're as ready as we'll ever be. But we can always be more prepared. Weeks until the next eclipse gives us time. Let's use it wisely.
Agreed.
Get some rest, then we'll take care of outstanding business.
Thanks for the tip-off.
Events are weaving together quickly now, Rook. For good or ill, the fate of the world shall be decided soon. I received Harding's missive. Your plan is sound.
So the Inquisitor's in?
Indeed, although she requires a few days to set events in motion. Time is needed to allot her responsibilities to those who are capable of managing them. Once settled, she has pledged herself to your cause. The snake's head must be severed, else the body simply grows anew. And what of your other allies? Will they also be ready? There is no room left for doubt or hesitation.
They've been ready for every fight before. I trust they'll be prepared.
As they must be. There will not be another opportunity to foil the schemes of Elganon and Gillenane. If we fail in this, they gain all that is needed to reshape the world in their twisted image. The evil put into place with the aid of their Arnhem servants at Tearstone will cover the entire world.
Look, the gods can't blight the world without their dagger. And they can't finish their dagger until the eclipse, which isn't for another...
Elganon.
While you gather your people, I will find the Inquisitor. And Rook, I wish you great luck.
Elganon just caused an eclipse. The gods can finish their dagger. We need to move now.
But we were supposed to have weeks to prepare.
How much time do we actually have?
It's not weeks, I can tell you that much.
The eclipse is slowly forcing an alignment between the stars and powerful currents in the Fade.
Which means what?
I'm afraid we've only a few hours until the gods complete their dagger.
The gods were way too quiet after Arlathan. I should have known something was wrong.
No one could have anticipated this escalation.
Doesn't matter now. We're stuck with it.
What will we be facing on the island?
There's gonna be blight crap.
And where there's blight, darkspawn.
Right. Tearstone Island's also crawling with the entire Antam army.
They've had time to prepare. It'll be brutal.
So will the gods. We're walking right into their lair.
We may not all make it out again.
We're the only thing standing between every single living creature and the Blight. I don't want to watch the world fall and know I didn't do everything I could. So let's stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
We're with you. The gods won't leave that island.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Then we leave as soon as we can. I should talk to Lace before we set off. See how she's doing.
offer, Dweller, I will answer.
I thought I heard you in here.
I can't stop thinking about the moon. They moved the moon, Rook.
Right. That.
They moved the damn moon like it was a picture they wanted on a different wall.
Lace?
And we're supposed to stop them? How?
We have a plan, we stick to it. That's how we win.
The plans never go to plan.
We'll adapt.
But so many things could go wrong. I can't stop thinking. What if? What if one of us...
You know, I could fall down the stairs tomorrow and break my neck.
What?
I could be kicked in the head by a horse, or eat some bad shellfish, or fall asleep in the tub and drown.
I don't know that this is helping.
The point is, anything could happen anywhere. But we don't stop living.
I hate it when you're right.
No matter what happens, this, here, now, has been worth everything.
Okay, then let's focus on us. For now. Just us.
It's gonna be fine. You told Lace it's going to be fine, and it is going to be fine. I should talk with Varric too. Get any last advice for killing a god. Varric, I hope I'm not interrupting whatever you're doing.
Take a deep breath.
The gods changed all the rules. We're going in blind. The whole team is pretty sure we're going to die. And they might be right.
Weird shit is happening. Of course the team's on edge. It's not a personal failing for you to be scared either.
I don't know how to carry this weight, Varric.
No one does. This job was always going to call for someone who could improvise. You're on this team for a reason too, you know.
I guess I have some thinking to do. About everything.
Go on. You know where to find me if you need me.
Well, let's not keep the gods waiting.
It's not a surprise that you're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Everyone else is. But I promise you, Rook, what you're doing right now, this is the battle you need to fight.
It's fortunate we weren't spotted coming in.
A lot of dreadnoughts. One shot is all it takes.
Now we just have to deal with that.
Morgan didn't exaggerate. That's the entire Antam army over there.
Doesn't change what we came to do. The gods will know we're here soon, and so will the Untom. We need a distraction. One team to draw off that army, and another to stop the gods from finishing their dagger.
I'll take half the team and cause some trouble down by the Antom ships.
Wait, I'm the scout. I can get us around this place faster.
There'll be Blight farther up, Harding, and Darkspawn.
I've fought them before, and I've got the stone on my side.
No one's fast enough for that many on top.
Someone has to do this, Tosh.
So who will it be?
Davrin's right. We need a Grey Warden and a Griffin in the lead.
Won't let you down. Either of us.
I'll take the rest of us and get to the gods before they finish their dagger and cut open the Fade. Once we're in place, the Carnis will take Solus's dagger and ambush Gillenane.
Elgernon's pet.
One problem at a time. As long as he has that Archdemon, he's invulnerable. Concentrate on Gillenane first. We kill her, take the god's dagger, then deal with Elgernon.
Good luck, Rook. Let's make some history.
Good luck. And thanks. Davrin.
Just like you said in the lighthouse, Rook. We stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
All right, not the quickest path ahead, but we might reach the gods before we're spotted.